Welcome back to the dojo. Welcome back to the daily discussions. I am your host, Professor Hawk Sensei. I'm glad you could make it. I'm glad you could tune in. Today's topic of discussion: all the world's a stage. Oh yes, a good one. I know you're gonna like this, so go ahead and leave a like. Go ahead and share, because you're not stingy, you're not selfish, and subscribe because you came back too many times not to push that button. Now check it out, right? All the world's a stage. Why do they say this? Hawk Sensei, what does that even mean? It means enjoy the show. No matter from where you stand, where you sit, where you lay, enjoy the show. Because ultimately, that's all this is. From politics to social media to cinema to Broadway to the subway, to the streets. It's all a freaking movie. Everybody's a star. Everybody's a star. Everybody's a critic. And everybody has a camera. So, go ahead, man. Get your popcorn. Get your soft drinks. Because it's just a show, right? And to be honest, mostly everything that we indulge in and engage in now is simply entertainment. Simply entertainment. Like, Pete, right? I don't care what you think about me when I tell you this, because there's plenty of other people who, this video had 1 million views. I happen to be watching a video of pilots in their last moments, like the black box recordings. It was maybe like a 15 or 20 minute video, might even been 10, but it was about when planes go down, and you hear the black box recording of the pilot and his co-pilots, and I couldn't look away. I couldn't turn it off. I couldn't, you know what I mean? The first reason why, like, when I saw the thumbnail, I'm like, they actually have videos for this? Man, bro, like, it's videos for everything. Everything. Do-it-yourself videos, how-to videos, day-in-the-life videos, documentaries, exposés, blogs, talk shows, podcasts. Everything is entertainment. And people are putting price tags on that entertainment. People are sacrificing life and limb. People are sacrificing moral values and integrity for a couple of dollars, a couple clicks, and a couple likes. And maybe a few follows. Right? But even before social media, this world has always been a stage. The propaganda campaigns from World War I and II, the depictions of certain races and ethnicities in cartoons. You have false flag operations, Black Swan events. I you know what I mean? Conspiracies. There's even entertainment value in conspiracies, because you start going down that rabbit hole and you just can't stop. You just keep digging deeper and deeper. Why? Because it intrigues you. It's interesting. I have to know more. I have to know more. I have to watch this show. I need to know. Why? Because all the world is a stage. Everything is a show. Even your life. Even you watching me right now. Even this is some sort of a show. For the most part, I like to make these videos. Every video on my channel is basically a slice of my life that I can go back to at any point in time. You know, seeing as though video games is a big part of my life, if I ever have children, I'll be able to share any and all of these videos with them. You know what I mean? So it has more sentimental value than anything else. But ultimately, this channel is one of those channels that should be considered evergreen. You can always come back to any of this content. Gaming content, all of it. Like when you're doing news and stuff, that stuff is contemporary. That stuff is now. You know what I mean? Once that stuff, you know what I mean, is no longer hot, people not clicking on it, people not searching for it. Maybe the algorithm will push it back up to the forefront in maybe 5, 6, 7 years, but whatever. I'd rather make content that you can always watch at any point in time. Doesn't matter. Little slices of history, little slices of my life. And, you know, a little virtual diary for me. But back to the topic of discussion. All the world's a stage. Have you ever felt like even when the cameras is off, people watching you, talking about you, people poking their nose in your business, there's always drama and people instigating? Because that's exciting, that's entertaining for everybody else who just gets to watch on the side. All the world is a stage. It's not just every time the cameras is out, or every time we're actually watching a play, or you know what I mean, a scripted dialogue or show or something. No, even in everyday life, all the world's a stage. Like, you're always being watched and monitored, whether you realize it or not. I mean, when you leave out your house, I'm pretty sure, unless you live in a remote area where there's nobody around for miles, every day you leave out your house, somebody in your neighborhood sees you leaving out your house. It may not be the same person every day, but somebody sees you leaving. People, or somebody sees you coming home. You know what I mean? The people you work with every day, they watch you. They don't have a choice. You're right there in front of them, right there beside them. When you go to the gym, you may see a certain person or a certain group of people often because y'all may work out on the same days or around the same hours. You know what I mean? So you get familiar with certain people. You watch them, they watch you. If y'all are familiar, oh yeah, I recognize you. Yeah, he goes to the gym, I work at it. You know what I mean? You've been watched, and you were watching. Sometimes you may be found wanting, but that's another discussion. All the world's a stage. All the world's a stage. And I realized this at a very young age. That's why I always try to put my best foot forward when I know people are watching me. And also, even when I don't know people are watching me, or I'm not even thinking about it, I'm oblivious. Why? Because I know someone's always watching. Someone's always watching. It may not always be the authorities, but someone's always watching. Especially if you have admirers, you know, it don't necessarily have to be because you're simply attractive. No, there may be people who look up to you or admire you for who you are or what you do. You know what I mean? So they're always, you know, looking for the next thing for you to do. You're their hero. You know what I mean? When you're considered a hero, there's a great responsibility that's on your shoulders. Especially if you accept that responsibility. You like that title, or you like being viewed as such. There's a heavy responsibility that comes with that. Hero can't fail. You're not supposed to fail. Because if you can't save the day, guess what? You're not a hero. You're not a hero. So, when you think about theater, what's the first thing you think about? I don't know. I can't tell you that, but I can tell you the first thing that I think about when I think about theater. I think about those two masks. Those two masks. The one mask, those white masks. The one mask that's smiling, and the one mask that's sad and frowning and crying even. You know what I mean? Those are the two most powerful ways of storytelling. Comedy and tragedy. comedy and tragedy. Sometimes mixing them both together. Comedic tragedy or tragic comedy. You know what I mean? You got romance and the hero's journey and all that other stuff. But ultimately, comedy and tragedy is what most of us can relate to. You know what I mean? Because we all laugh and we all cry. We all laugh and we all cry. Everybody's not a hero. Everybody's not going on a hero's journey. Everybody doesn't have the trials and tribulations and, you know, constant labors like Hercules or whatever. Everybody doesn't have that type of story, but everybody can have a show and everybody can be used for entertainment. It happens every day. Alright? So, next time you think about acting a fool, doing something goofy for clicks, likes, and views, remember that this internet thing, from where we stand, where we sit right now, it's eternal. Whatever you post out there, it's always going to be out there. So think twice before you put your information out there. You know what I mean? You can say the same for me, but I don't really post anything provocative or crazy or wild. I'm really just posting discussion videos, and you would have to have a great attention span to watch every single one of my videos. I'm not worried about that. I don't think I've said anything that's too wild or outlandish, but even still, I only do this for education and entertainment. I want you to learn something, and I hope that you enjoy what you watch. You know what I mean? I'm not the best editor or anything like that. I'm just somebody who enjoys making YouTube videos. From gaming content to discussions to every now and again I'll make a little video essay. But with that being said, because this world is a stage, I want you to always try to put your best foot forward. Image isn't everything, but it's a lasting impression. Image isn't everything, but it has a lasting impression. The first impression is the most lasting one. So, remember, when you're trying to do something professional, or you're trying to gain traction, or you're trying to gain a following or support or whatever, your image is the first thing people see. So think about what type of audience you hope to be speaking to. Think about how you can be perceived. And also think about how you can market whatever it is that you're doing. Because if you have a YouTube channel, you basically have a brand. And a brand has to be marketed for it to be successful. Put on a good show. And if you're not going to put on a good show, go get you some popcorn and watch this show. Because as we go deeper into 2025, we are seeing that this year is already starting off wild and crazy, hasn't it? This year has been full of content, for lack of a better word. But that being said, Professor Hawk signing out. Hawk Sensei bids you adieu. Hope you're waking up every day with a plan and a purpose, and waking up with a smile. If you're not waking up with a plan and a purpose, hey, at least you're waking up. Now, I know you like this one, so go ahead and leave a like. Go ahead and share the video, because I know you're not selfish or stingy. And subscribe once again, because you came back too many times not to push that button. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you to subscribe, but do that thing, man. Appreciate you. Till next time, guys. Take care.